This is the home page. The three main functions are shown as three different tabs at the bottom. All the trucks are always fixed to the left hand side of the screen. In this particular page, the current status tab, it shows an overview of the current status of all trucks, whether they are on a trip, under maintenance, or waiting for the next trip. This is the destination of the current trip, the days remaining, kilometers remaining, the progress of it. If it's under maintenance, it shows how much of it is completed. And if it's waiting for the next trip, it shows the destination of the next trip. If there's a fault in any particular truck, then it is shown in red color and it's blinking. When a particular truck is selected, we get more details like the name of the truck, the number of wheels, weight carried, driver's name, and along with it, the health summary is shown, which is the instantaneous indicators. It includes the tire pressure, engine oil level, and the radiator water level. If there's any other fault in any of the parts, then it is shown here. This truck, which is blinking, has a fault, and the fault is shown by means of red color blinking. In the maintenance section, we see a summary of the upcoming maintenance of all trucks. And when a particular truck is selected, we can see the individual parts that are being monitored. They are categorized on the basis of where they are present: engine assembly, transmission assembly, and tire assembly. In the engine assembly, we have the radiator. Here, the water level is being monitored, and also the remaining life is this much. When we bring this up, we see a service history of what all parts were used previously and how much each of them lasted. Next, coming to the engine oil, we see the oil level and also the time for the next oil service. Coming to the transmission assembly, first we have gearbox. Here, the individual gears are represented separately so that if there's a fault in any of the gears, they can be indicated. Next, we have the crown pinion. Now, since more than one crown pinion can be present in the truck, the life of each of them is shown on the chassis of the truck at their respective locations, and the fill level is the remaining life. Since the clutch plate is present only one in number, we just show the remaining life. Coming to the tire assembly, since tire pressure is a recommended range and not a value, we use green and red colors to show if they are within the recommended range or outside the recommended range. For the brake lining, since it's present at all of the wheels, uh, the remaining life of each of the brake linings is shown at each of the locations with the fill level. Same thing for the wheel bearing, which is present at all tires. For the brake booster, here we don't have any readings because even for double tires, there's only a single brake booster present. In the planning section, we see an overview of trips and maintenance activities for all trucks mapped onto a calendar. Here, the cost of maintenance is also included so that owners can plan at what points in time how much money is needed. Now, let's say we want to plan the next trip for this particular truck. We select the truck, and here there's a slider which can be moved up and down. Based on that, the locations will be shown here. When a particular location is selected, it shows the recommended service for the truck to successfully complete a trip to that particular place. This place doesn't need any service. Here there's one part that needs to be serviced, and here that's two parts that need to be serviced. This is the cost of service, and this is the time taken for the maintenance activity. Now, when we bring this up, it shows the running cost both with and without maintenance being done, and also the added risks that we have to take if maintenance is not carried out. Now, let's say we want to add this to schedule. The owner has the flexibility to override the suggestions given by the interface. And let's say he doesn't want this part to be serviced. He can confirm. And the maintenance activity is added. And along with that, it is also shown that this part wasn't serviced, which reminds the owner that they aren't fully ready for the trip.